What is good, everybody? My name is Zach O'Connor. I'm 171 days sober after a decade of daily drug and alcohol abuse. So welcome to Building a Better Me. That's right, I took a fat drug addict, I shoved him inside of a cocoon where he is currently nestled, and hopefully one day he bursts out into a beautiful, lean, non-drug addicted butterfly. A butter guy, if you will. Any hooser, today we're doing a chest and tricep routine. These are a lot of moves that I'm not all that familiar with. It was my first time doing several of them. Really had a great workout. I'm excited to share it with you guys. And then afterwards, I have this protein bar that I just found. Wait until you see this. Stay till the end of the video to check it out. I just realized that if I stand like this, it kind of looks like Iron Man, you know what I mean? And hey, speaking of Iron Man, let's go over to the workout. Today I started off by using the tricep pull down on the cable machine using the curved bar. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I generally like to use the flat bar for this exercise, but I've come to learn that if I use the curved bar every once in a while, I can actually use more weight, which results in somehow a deeper stretch. So if it's an exercise where I'm going for more weight instead of going for more reps, the curved bar is gonna be my way to go. Not to mention, if we ever wind up living in a post-apocalyptic world, which seems increasingly possible as time goes on, my wife's like, baby, I would love some butter. Not a problem. I'll churn it all day long. I'll get you some butter, baby. Think about that, fellas. At that point, not only do you get butter, you're at least getting to second base. That's a guarantee from me. And in a post-apocalyptic world, what more can you ask for, am I right? Any hooser, for some reason I decided to move over to chest after that first tricep movement, so I did the incline bench press using the machine. Sometimes I'll use free weights, but if my back's bothering me, I'll use the machine just because it's easier on my body, but I still get the reps and the movements in. It topped out at 140 pounds. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I just know that it felt great afterwards. Now I like to look at my exercises as having real world applications. And for something like this, you may think, what if you have to get on your back and lift something heavy like a car off your wife? No. I like to think of it like this. Suppose one day they hire me to play Superman, right? I'm gonna be in this position a good amount of the time, so I need to look really, really good for those sequences. You know what I'm saying? I'd be a good Superman. My hair's even doing the little thing right here. I didn't plan that at all. Classic. The second chest movement that I did for today was the standing chest press using the cable machine. You would expect this to feel kind of similar to the cable flies, but it doesn't. It almost feels kind of deeper. And when you're getting that extension forward, the tension you feel is almost a little bit greater than the cable flies. I'm not gonna completely abandon the cable flies. I think they do have a bigger stretch, obviously, but getting into this position here, that squeeze when you put your hands together, it definitely feels like it contracts more when you're doing the standing chest press as opposed to the cable fly. And the real world application for this exercise, it's pretty obvious, but I'll explain it to you anyways. You have just gone into cardiac arrest. You need somebody to work on your heart. Don't you worry, Kevin, you're not dying on me today. I have done the standing chest press on the cable machine. I've got you, sir. Hold still. Now finally going back over to triceps. This is an exercise that I've hardly ever done in the past, but boy did it work for getting a pump in the triceps today. I do not even know what this thing is called. All I know is it doesn't require a lot of weight and it is burning. I know my form gets a little sloppy here and there, but man was this crazy. I've only done this a couple times in the past and I don't know why. It was really, really awesome. I'm looking forward to doing it more in the future. And the reason I do this is, once again, if we wind up in a post-apocalyptic world and I need to unleash my sword on somebody, I want it to be done with intent, nice and strong and virile. And also just in case disco comes back. Now I've been trying to do steady state cardio at the end of every single one of my exercises. Today I chose the bike. And that's purely because it's low impact. I mentioned my back wasn't doing too hot today, so without aggravating my spine, I'm able to activate my thighs, get a good sweat going, and get my heart pumping. And yeah, I purposely choose the bike right next to the bathroom. You know why? Because protein poops from the power lifters, boy do they get you pedaling. You're trying to get away from that, man. You're like, no, not in my world, even though I put it in my world. Stupid, really, I don't know why I do that. Nah, legitimately though, if I ever wind up finding an alien, right, and like E.T, you know what I'm saying? I'm grabbing my bike, I'm throwing him in the basket. I want to experience that flying thing. I'm definitely doing that. I want to make sure I can keep up, you know what I mean? You know, now that I think about it, there's absolutely no reason why those kids kept pedaling once they were in the air. I feel like E.T. was doing a lot of the work at that point. What a bunch of idiots. Like, why would they even keep doing it? Any hooser, that was the chest and tricep workout for the day, and it was awesome. I'm really glad that I did it. I definitely feel the pump in my chest. I definitely feel the pump in my triceps. If you have any criticisms, let me know in the comments. Let me know what I can do to improve. If you have any suggestions on workouts I should try, again, hit me up. I want to know. Now, I did mention a really dope protein bar. This thing is called Built Puff. What a name. Now, I'm not affiliated in any way, shape, or form with this brand or any brand that I talk about. If I ever do have affiliates, I will be honest and let you know. These are just things that I come across that I think are dope. But I've got 4 different flavors here: chocolate dough chunk, coconut, mint chip, and brownie batter. They do have a couple more flavors as well. They just didn't have it at Safeway. Now, the protein does vary a little bit. Some have 15 grams, some have 17 grams. But here's the big thing. Like the coconut one, it's 17 grams of protein. It's only 140 calories and 6 grams of sugar. On a macro level, that is very, very decent for something that tastes really good. It's straight up like a marshmallow bar. You see that? Spongy goodness, baby. I love branding and being clever like that. Built Puff is such an awesome name. They literally could not have named it anything better. If you've got a snack or any type of food that you want to recommend, throw it down in the comments. Let me know. I want to hear it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, call me fat, whatever you feel the need to do. As long as you engage and you're happy, it's cool with me. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. Cheers.